we have a problem. We have a communist who's 33 years old, doesn't know a damn thing. Practically, he's never worked a day in his life. And he sort of caught on. We're not going to ruin one of our great cities because we'll make that great. It's impossible to think that New York City can have a communist mayor. He's a communist. He's not a socialist, by the way. There's a big difference. He's a communist. He's down and dirty. He's a communist. He hates police. It comes through the White House. The funding for New York and for every place comes through the White House. And I'm very generous, and I was always very generous with New York, even when you had opposition there, but I was always very generous. But I wouldn't be generous to a communist.
And there's President Trump, and it is the hot topic of the hour. The president doubling down on his threat to withhold federal funds from New York City should Democrat socialists, as President Trump called them communists, Zohran Mamdani, win in November. That's something he told us over the summer. It comes as new reports show Mamdani's campaign quietly took in nearly $13,000, potentially from illegally foreign donations, including one from his mother-in-law in Dubai. The New York City Campaign Finance Board records find at least 170 of the nearly 54,000 contributions to Mamdani's campaign came from donors with addresses outside of the United States. Only U.S. citizens or permanent legal residents are allowed to contribute to political campaigns. Violators who knowingly accept foreign donations could face hefty fines or even prison time. So far, the campaign has failed to return 88 of the foreign donations worth a total of more than $7,000. I'm with Mike Baker and Adam Johnson this morning. Your reaction?
Yeah, my reaction is that the people that support Mamdani, whether they're members of the Democratic Socialists of America or just hard left, they're not going to care about something like this. Just a couple of quick points. One is that if people want to see what Mamdani's policies would look like in action, take a look at Portland, Oregon. There's several members on the city council there who are members, official members of the Democrat Socialists of America, and others who are almost as far to the left as those individuals. And they've been trying to enact some of these same policies, and they're going to continue to try to enact them. Portland itself, I hate to say it because it's a beautiful city. I've got a lot of friends there, but it's a mess and has been for some time. And then, you know, the other point of this is Mamdani's not saying anything new. Right? The crap that he's slinging right now is the same that we've been hearing ever since Stalin. Right? And it's just same stuff. The only thing that's different is a new generation of youth in particular who haven't heard this line about free stuff before. Yeah. And so they're buying it, and you know, he may well win.
Well, here's the platform of the Democrat Socialists of America. I mean, this is their platform. He says he's a member of it. Defund the police. Cut budgets annually towards zero. Free all people from involuntary confinement. End prisons and jails. End all misdemeanor offenses.
Wow.
End investment in police training. Disarm law enforcement officers. Repeal truancy law. Decriminalize squatting and other occupation of unused housing. Can you imagine a person goes into your house, starts living there when you're not there, call him squatting, and he wants to decriminalize
that person has more rights than you do.
Correct.
It's mind-boggling. It's already, and how many times do we talk about this? Excuse me. You walk into a drugstore and everything's all locked up.
Right.
Because it's no longer a crime in New York City to steal up to $750 worth of merchandise. Not a crime. Not only will you not be arrested for that, there are no consequences whatsoever.
Well, it's Andrew Cuomo and Curtis Sliwa and Zohran Mamdani. So this is a three-man race. It matters more than just New York. Everybody's watching this because if he wins, it's a leg up for the extremists in the Democrat Party, wouldn't you say?
Oh, you better believe it is. Well, remember also, the reason that he is in this position, the lead candidate, is because so few people voted in the primary. 485,000 people in New York effectively gave him the nod.
That's right.
Out of 5.5 million registered voters, that's 8%. So my hope is that people are going to show up and vote. And by the way, the Jewish community is 1 million strong in New York City. So please.
Well, he says he wants to arrest Benjamin Netanyahu if he comes to Manhattan.
Right.
By the way, Zohran Mamdani is going to be on Fox News today. Martha has the interview. Join Martha on The Story at 3 o'clock for Mamdani. Let's hear him himself with Martha.